Destiny 2 will always have a lot of low tier exotics, but just because they're suboptimal doesn't mean you can't make them usable and fun. Today we're going to look at one of the worst Titan exotics in the game that gets catapulted to new heights with the right loadout. Let's get started. The Khepri's Horn exotic helmet is a cool concept that falls short in execution. Its exotic perk, Solar Rampart, causes barricade activations to summon a wave of fire that travels forward then back towards its point of origin. Solar damage kills also grant barricade energy. On its own, this is a gimmick that won't get a lot of kills and will ultimately be a waste of time. But if we switch our Titan to the code of the Siegebreaker subclass, things start to change. The passive abilities Sol Invictus and Sun Warrior can both be triggered by the Khepri's Horn effect. Sol Invictus heals you whenever you kill an enemy with a solar ability, and Sun Warrior creates a sunspot when you kill an enemy with a solar ability. Standing in a sunspot grants you a buff that speeds up your solar ability regeneration rate and increases your damage. While you won't be killing everything in sight with Khepri's Horn's Wave of Flame, you'll occasionally score a kill with it and create a sunspot and gain healing, and that's nice. We'll take things a step farther with armor perks. With Bomber on our boots, every time we activate our barricade, our grenade cooldown will be reduced by about 6 seconds. Since solar damage kills reduce the cooldown of our barricade because of Solar Rampart, our grenade kills, melee ability kills, and solar weapon kills will all ensure that our barricade gets activated very consistently, and will, as a result, give us more grenade energy, and our grenades will be used to create sunspots for even more cooldown reduction. So, with the Khepri's Horn, the code of the Siegebreaker, a solar energy weapon, and the Bomber perk on our boots, we've created a build that will send our ability usage through the roof. Things are great as they are, but we can round out our build with mods. I'll be using 3 Ordnance mods for grenade cooldown reduction and 2 Paragon mods for class ability cooldown reduction. On paper, this build seems like it's going to be pretty good, but you're probably still thinking the Khepri's Horn is hot garbage. Well, whatever the case is, it's time to head out into the field for some testing. Alright folks, for today's testing we are doing the Arms Dealer Nightfall Strike. This is one of my favorites in the game, so I'm going to have some fun dealing with it for that reason, but we're also going to have some struggles because the elements of the enemy shields are not matching with the elements that we are coming equipped with, so we're going to have to most of the time just use our heavy ammo to delete shielded enemies as opposed to using our energy weapon, which is the Sunshot. But when there are unshielded enemies, the devastation is going to be pretty awesome, and of course the Khepri's Horn is going to help us out a lot as well. Now, like I mentioned, on its own this exotic is pretty bad, but the Bomber ability on our boots, or the Bomber perk rather, on our boots is going to help us tremendously. It's going to allow us to get our grenade cooldown much faster than we normally would, and as long as we're getting solar kills and occasionally dipping our toes inside the sunspots that we create with our subclass, then clearing out large groups of trash is going to be pretty easy. Now I got to back up into cover because I'm taking way too much damage. We're a little bit outside of the effective range of the sunshot, so I'm going to have to push up just a little bit. Try not to get killed here. Let's go overthrow a grenade. Hopefully that hits some enemies, get some kills. Now my barricade is ready, so I'm going to go ahead and just pop it. That flame is probably not going to hit anything, but that's okay. I just wanted to get the proc on Bomber, and that's really what this build is all about, is just proccing Bomber as much as you possibly can. Now there's a lot of enemies in that little pile there, so let's take out the grenade launcher and get a kill or two with it. That's going to refresh the barricade again. This time I'm going to activate it for some protection because I'm taking a lot of damage, and that Bomber proc was enough to give me my grenade back. Toss it out again. We've got a sunspot finally. I haven't been taking full advantage of the sunspots just because when there's a lot of enemies, you got to be careful about positioning. You shouldn't run into a sunspot if it's going to cause you to die. That's sunspot 101 for you right there. But we did a good job of clearing out the enemies. Let's go ahead and activate the barricade to clear that guy up, and of course get the proc on Bomber. Punch him a few times. Now we're sitting in the sunspot again. So many snipers. Throw a grenade. Now this next section of the Nightfall, there's a lot of skippable stuff, but I'm gonna clear it out just to show off a little bit more of the Khepri's Horn. Now a lot of enemies are gonna come out of this portal, or this doorway, and I'll kill them all with one wave from the Khepri's. I do not have Solar Burn active. That's just how strong it is naturally, and oh gosh, I'm gonna die. Gadunk. Super. And here we go. So what's cool about the hammer super with the sunspot is you can take advantage of all of your abilities while the super is active. So you can throw grenades out and activate your barricade, whatever you need to do while the super is going on, and take advantage of the cooldown reduction provided by the sunspots. Oh gosh. Stop! Please. Alright, we've got a large group of enemies. Let's hit them with the wave. There we go. That was beautiful. Now, cool benefit that you get from playing as the Sunspot Titan subclass that I can't remember the name of right now is that kills with the Khepri's Horn barricade perk will restore health. Just like all solar ability kills, it counts as a solar ability, and that's really nice. So that's something else you can exploit. It makes this subclass feel that much more durable because you have another solar ability that you can use to sustain yourself when things get a little bit hairy. Pop his shield with the sun shot. Almost had enough to kill him in one magazine, but I missed a few headshots there. And let's dunk the ball. Brakazana's gonna come back down, and he is gonna get this grenade launcher to. Ooh, no, not like this, not like this. He's gonna get this grenade launcher in his face. Wait, oh, there he is. I missed. All right, let's activate our super and probably finish him off. Oh, this isn't gonna kill him at all because he's knocked me away. What I can do is just pelt him as much as possible, put a sunspot at my feet before the super ends, activate the barricade. The sunspot is gonna keep me mostly safe from the dogs. I'm gonna have to pull back though because that flame turret is dealing with me. There we go, we staggered that Cabal and then activated the Khepri's Horn, which gave us a sunspot to chill in, keep us nice and warm. Continue killing the Cabal. Let's take out a grenade launcher, get a nice one on the Thresher. Am I playing Ring Around the Rosie with a dog right now? Because I think I am. So we got him staggered, but unfortunately I wasn't quick enough to hit him with the horn, but that's okay. Cooldown will be up soon anyway. Killed that dog while he was burning, so it triggered a sunspot for me to stay nice and warm. Okay. Ooh, taking a little bit too much damage. Let's activate the barricade for protection. And just spray that guy down with the sunshot. Sunshot, supremely underrated exotic weapon. I love using it. I probably shouldn't have called Brakazan down so soon because I'm kind of not ready to deal with him. I should have cleared out all the ads first. Where is he? Yep. Alright, reload with the barricade. And one shot for the finish. And there we go. That's going to do it for the build for the day. That went a little bit better than I was expecting it to. I did die once early on, but in the boss encounter where we had to deal with a large amount of ads coming at us very quickly, our cooldowns were refreshing incredibly fast. The Khepri's horn and the flame wall that it creates was allowing us to kill enemies to create sunspots that we could stand in to reduce the cooldown of our grenade and melee. Our grenades were solar grenades, so that was helping to get our barricade back faster, so we could use our barricade to get our grenade back faster. It was all working together. There was a lot of synergy going on in the build. So despite the fact that the Khepri's horn is a pretty low tier exotic, you can get away with using it in most of the game's content. Like, you're probably not going to bring this to the raid, but Nightfalls, Strikes, Gambit, you can take it anywhere else besides the raid and have a great time with it. Even in the Crucible, you can troll some people with it too. So with all of that said, we're going to wrap it up here by saying if you enjoyed this video and you'd like to support the channel more than you already do just by liking, subscribing, commenting, and of course watching, you can head over to patreon.com/iBluairJgR to become a patron. As always, the name of the game is Destiny 2, the name of the channel is iBluairJgR. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.